On this episode of Carson's Cooking Corner, you're going to be learning how to make the perfect sandwich. A staple of every household. You're not going to want to miss this one. Stick around, folks. When to the sessions of sweet silent thought, I summon up remembrance of things past. During this quarantine, we have a lot of time to sit and just think. And you know what I think about the most? My childhood. You know what I always did with my mother? Every night we would make my sandwich for lunch the next day. So today, I'm going to teach all of you how to make the perfect sandwich. So, of course, you have to start with your bread. Oh look, I'm an idiot sandwich. So, you can toast it if you want, or you don't have to, but I do like my bread toasted. So, make sure it's to the appropriate setting. You don't want it burnt. And then you toast it, and then you wait. So, what we're going to do next are our condiments, because you want to put them on the bread while it's hot. So, just remember that a little bit of condiment goes a long way, so you're not going to want to use too much. Just a small dollop. And remember, don't mix the condiments either. Don't put your mayonnaise and your mustard on the same piece of bread. So everyone loves a little bit of spice, and you're going to want to put the spice on right after you put your small amounts of condiment on, because it sticks to the wetness of the condiment. So I'm going to tell you the ones that I have as I'm putting this on. First up, we have by McCormick Total Seasoning for chicken and fish. Next up by McCormick, we have Mexican, and it has no MSG for that extra health. Those of you who know me know I like Mexican. Our next spice by McCormick is Asian, also with no MSG. Better get out of the freezer because it's cold in here with this spice. Next up, we have Tony Chachere's Original Creole Seasoning. It's great on everything, and like our Mexican and Asian, also has no MSG. Lori's Garlic Salt, coarse ground with parsley flakes, made with sea salt. You might think that garlic salt and garlic powder, like the one we just saw, are very similar, but in fact, they're quite different. So next up is everyone's favorite part, the cheese. We have three different kinds. We have pepper jack, we have shredded, and we have a white one. We are going to put pepper jack with one of the slices of bread, and then we are going to put the white one with another one of the slices of bread. You don't want to put them both on one, because then when you take a bite of your sandwich, if you have two pieces of cheese right next to each other, that's just a little much too cheese in one place. You want the cheese to act as two different pieces like two other pieces of bread. So this next part is sponsored by Arby's. We have the meats! So we have three different kinds of meat. We have ham, we have pastrami, and as requested by our sponsor, Arby's, we have roast beef. Now remember, you're going to want to put the meats on the same side of bread and cheese that also has the spices, because you're going to need one piece of bread and cheese that's just plain bread and cheese, so that later you can eventually flip it on to the meats and whatever else you have on there. But if you have meats on both sides, then when you try and put it together, it's just gonna be a crumbly mess. And you don't want that. Just like any balanced meal, you need to have vegetables. So that's why we're gonna put my personal favorite on our sandwich, spinach. As we come to the end of this sandwich, sometimes we have to recognize that the end isn't always what we want it to be or what we think it ought to be. Sometimes you just have to accept what's been given to you and use it the best that you can. Even if sometimes you don't want to, even if it's hard, even if you don't like it, you have to keep on pushing, you have to power through, you have to just do the best that you can and know that something will be made. It might not always be the tastiest or the best, but it's something, and that is better than nothing. When all is said and done, the one thing I want to leave on this earth is hope.